Okay, I'm curious if the internet's gonna hold up. I've been having quite the lag when playing League of Legends the past 2 or 3 days, so something is definitely wrong with my internet. I'm hoping it will not be as bad as it's gonna affect this stream. Hey there everyone, it's me Gamerturk, and we are, well, after last week, I had plenty of fun in Hollow Realization. I figured, hey, I'm actually not gonna stream Fatal Bullet this week. I am going to continue my Hollow Realization playthrough, I guess, through the Singularity Dungeon, where not sure if it's reasonable for me to aim at floor 1000. Ark was talking about how terrible of an experience, how long of an experience it will be, and I am definitely not staying for that entire journey. Repetitive content is generally torturous for me in the long term, so we'll continue this Singularity playthrough as long as I'm still having fun with Hollow Realization. And yeah, last time I really stalled a lot. Was really slow. But when we sped up after floor 110, it went quite fast from 110 to 120. So I figured, hey, we can do some reasonable progress, right? Right before the stream, I actually upgraded, well, enhanced my Elucidator and Dark Repulsor to their max as well. The problem is, I really wanted to put in some nice gems, sacrament thingies, but I did not have any. Sadly, after Sacrament Tier 3 came out, Sacrament Tier 3 was quite hard to do solo, so I never bothered with them, despite the fact that I really ran Sacrament Set 1 and 2 quite a fair bit. So I'm left without any Sacrament bonuses, but that is fine. We were having a decent amount of time last week. I'm sure we will continue to do so now. Singularity Underground. Record is there. Yeah, just enter where we left off. Wait, what? I cannot go back in from... No. Do I thought it would give me save points every 10 increments. That... Oh my god. Ark! Thank you, glad you're here. Are there really no checkpoints? There has to be. I assumed it would be every 10 floors, but I'm up to 120 with the save point and the ability to back out. But no, it doesn't seem like... You have to choose from floor 101 and then select floor. Who designs these things? Jesus. That genuinely scared me. Hey there, Dailio, welcome. Philia, welcome. About to put the kids down. Oh, am I gonna get demonetized for just reading that? That is a dangerous way of putting it. It's not terrible, but it certainly is mind-numbing. Yeah, mind-numbing is probably the best word. I mean, that's kind of the point of it. It's procedurally generated. It's literally just there to give you... It's been a week and I already forgot my muscle memory. Jesus. How do I walk on? There we go. Just grab that XP real quick. Oh yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to get back into it. And again, we are taking it a bit faster than last time around. So every floor completion, I'm gonna look at the chat. Otherwise, I'm just pushing through with my thing. So please ask me a question for me to read, and as I answer, I'm gonna be clearing the floor. I don't want to spend the first floor without talking at all. And you know, commenting about what's on the screen, that's stupid stuff. I don't want to do that. If there's one thing I'll give Akuria, they certainly replicated all the goods and bads of an MMO UI. Isn't the UI of Hollow Realization just straight up lifted over from Final Fantasy XIV? Okay, we can go that way. There's a Trant. There are a bunch more Trants. I do not see a shiny crystal. The dungeon goes over that way. I think this is closer to reach an end. So let's see if we'll find a chest around here first. Absolutely nothing, so we can go back. That's an NPC. Okay, that's my parry button. I want to do. Heavily inspired, that is a friendly way of putting it, yes. Let's see, can we still not see the end crystal? Maybe if I step in that direction? No, nothing is visible. Okay, we keep going south from there, so how about we explore this path entirely first? Oh, jeez. I'm not gonna be skipping too many enemies unless I'm particularly sick of a specific unfortunately generated floor. Generally, I should be getting a very decent amount of XP from these enemies, and since the dungeon just keeps scaling up and up and up and up and up, I think it's beneficial that I keep taking care of them. At least you don't have to deal with the two bugs of DDD on PC, where you can get stuck in the air and have to switch weapons to get out of the air. Just that's an interesting one. Oh, we already got the key. I was gonna say I wasn't looking to see what we actually got, but the key icon is there, so we can now absolutely aim for the crystal. Go. Can I go for a speed up? Which one was speed up? Yeah, that's the speed master, and that's my XP potion. XP buff. Okay, now let's explore the path to the west. Sadly, it seems to be branching as well. Oh, what is this? Arc? Help me? What am I looking at? Should I be scared? Should I challenge it? Oh, thank God you're here, man. This dungeon thing is so much easier when you're around just to answer my questions. I'm the one who's supposed to be answering questions. Ask me questions, people! Hey there, Polsky, welcome. Just farming Squad Jam and listening to you talk, because like I said before, your voice is nice. Thank you. Appreciate that. I literally played a single game of Squad Jam, but that mode is genuinely not for me. So if my PvP rank is high enough, I can get a piece of my PvP's rank. It's super high. Okay? Qualify for all of these super amazing bonuses. What did I get? Oath of Tabernacle. Doesn't look too amazing. So, based on the equipment that I have, am I ever going to get anything beneficial from the Singularity at this point? I have Elucidator and Dark Repulsor at +9. I have the Blackwing coat, the regen version, and the boots from it. I have this skill boost thingy. Why do I have this? I have no idea. This doesn't look all that beneficial for my attacking capabilities. I have this, which gives me 25% skill damage. I have this, which... This is not all that beneficial either. I can probably upgrade this, but the stats look decent. I don't know, I don't really have a reference point. I have 25% skill damage here, 25% skill damage here, 25% skill damage here, but I think that skill damage is from the Sacrament gem. I am not exactly sure. This was actually the best game in the SAO franchise. It is, I completely agree. Like, the overall best game, I still think is this one. There are things the other games do better than Hollow Realization, but when I look at the overall picture, including the story, presentation, and all those kinds of stuff, I still think Hollow Realization just comes out on top. Gamerturk really makes a great background noise, I agree. I wish there were jobs available. To be a background voice. I keep pushing the circle button to dodge because in every other game, circle is your dodge. And if you're not putting dodge on circle, you're doing it wrong. Like, no other options there. You are wrong. That is correct. It isn't fun. That is why I need YouTube to distract me while I farm it. That's kind of sad. But yeah, that's just phone game things. The grind is mind-numbing. I think the attempt was good. It's a novel idea. What they did with Squad Jam, it's just generally a chore to grind in mobile games. No matter what kind of a game mode you create, it's gonna tire people out because it's based on repetition, doing the exact same thing over and over and over. I don't think there's anything there. Yep. Just keep going this way. The 3.3k AG. What is that? For everything except weapons and chest piece, the gear in PDD is better than anything else, including Dark Repulsor and Elucidator. Am I gonna get better stuff than that? Oh, except weapons and chest piece. For some reason I read headpiece in my mind. Okay, got it. So okay, Blackwing Coat stays, Elucidator and Dark Repulsor stay. The rest I will regularly look to see if I got an upgrade or not. Got it. I still never finished Hollow Realization. I am very stuck in the DLC. The DLCs for Hollow Realization, they do suffer from an unfortunate difficulty spike. Where Akuria basically saw what the players were doing with the base game, something called EX Dancing. You see, in Hollow Realization, you have these skills called... Where do I even see my skill tree? Here? Yeah, you have these things called... Yeah, I can't use the analog to actually navigate this. Analog still controls my character because the game doesn't pause. But you have these EX skills. You unlock them with very specific conditions. Some of them are hard to unlock, some of them are not. But they do come with super exclusive abilities that you can use for that specific weapon type, the fighting style. Some have super high defense, some have super high attack speed, chaining capabilities, and all those kind of stuff. But they are supposed to be locked into the specific EX skill, and you can only equip one EX skill at a time. The thing is, Hollow Realization is very quick with its menu navigation. So what players ended up doing is they used those specific exclusive skills from Celestial Blades, and then went into the menu, quickly switched to Sacred Cross, used the EX skill there, quickly switched to Tank, used the EX skills there, switched to whatever, the Attacker, and used the exclusive skills there, basically stacking all of their EX specific abilities, which is called EX Dancing. So with DLC 1, Akuria was like, haha, you're stacking everything and making content trivial? What if we made the content not so trivial? So they increased the capabilities of the enemies to such a stupidly absurd level that with DLC 1, most people gave up. Like, normal players were not able to defeat the enemies Akuria was throwing at them just to deal with the EX dancers. For whatever reason, it's a PvE game, so why even end up with such a thing? But eventually they brought a new ability type, or like an unlockable, or whatever you want to call it, called skill fusions, that gave enough of a power bump for regular players that they were now able to actually beat content. And skill fusions were actually quite good, like people enjoyed it a lot. I think it made EX dancing trivial to a certain extent. People no longer felt the need to do EX dancing because skill fusions were quite powerful on their own. I think they did a good job eventually with their balancing, and let's be real, Akuria is not much for balancing in general. Which is fine, you know, unbalanced things are really fun as well. But that initial DLC period, it was quite the weird period where Akuria really tried to get ahead of players and try to make things balanced. But they ended up breaking everything for the casual regular players. Where is the exit crystal? I don't want to deal with the named monster now. I need 4 keys to open up a door gate, but I have all 4. Watched your playthrough, did everything you did, however nothing. Oh, the infamous Magmatite something. That video specifically is among the most watched Hollow Realization videos I ever did on my channel. For that specific reason. Yeah, that is pretty infamous. There are a couple things like that throughout Hollow Realization, especially DLC 2, I think. They went quite hard with puzzles. And people did not enjoy their puzzles in what is otherwise a fast-paced, action-oriented game. Wait, where is the exit doorway? What the... Okay, this is bad because I wasn't particularly keeping track of which way I went and which way I didn't. I really enjoy the combat of this game. It's really nice flow. Okay, let me catch up with chat real quick. Yeah, last week we were doing Infinite Dungeon as well. Are you going to climb all the way to floor 1000? I said this at the very beginning. I don't think floor 1000 is a reasonable expectation for me. Especially dealing with chat, I'm not speeding through. I'm still trying to be quicker, but I don't want to leave the chat behind too much. But we'll go as long as I'm still enjoying the gameplay. It's gonna last a bit. If I remember correctly, you need to use a certain build or you might not be able to beat Kirito. It's fine. How hard can it be? Until floor 1000, Elucidator and Dark Repulsor are the best in the game. However, if you upgrade the Paragon one-handed swords and get them to plus 19... How do you get them to plus... Isn't plus 9 max? I do have a Paragon weapon. I have Ethereal Heart at plus 9. And Unseen Anima, still awaiting a transformation or something. I don't remember how to upgrade them to Paragon versions. Hey there, Lewis, the Ghost Swordsman, welcome. In 1.0 HR, you would EX stance by switching between EX skills using every single buff from them. Starting with DLC 1, they introduced Skill Fusion. In DLC 1, Skill Fusion was so powerless because it didn't go up to level 5 if I remember correctly. So that point was completely mute until either DLC 2 or DLC 3. It got alleviated eventually with Skill Fusion, but not in DLC 1. DLC 1 was still quite painful to go through. Hey there, Hachi, welcome. Oh, Arcana Gems, got it. The snow charms can rot in head. There was no way you could figure out appropriate order without... I'm pretty sure most of that is on the translation. Especially the tooltip stuff has very low translation quality because they don't have context that Akuria internally has. I'm not sure how to go with it either, but Akuria games generally suffer a lot in their tooltips. Hey there, Dragon, welcome. Did you know Anneal Blade and Wind Flurry is in the... Of course. They are among the first ones you can get, actually. Wait, Anneal Blade, wasn't that like a save bonus? I'm pretty sure Anneal Blade is a save bonus from Hollow Fragment or something. Oh, going back to the Paragon tree and using trees that boost... Ah, got it. On my 4th watch of the SAO series, it sounds crazy and I'm not sure it's the best thing ever, but there's not many anime that capture what SAO has done. Sadly, it failed at other parts. Which parts has it failed? Pretty sure I can convince you otherwise. Now I just need to find the way out from this floor. Okay, nothing here. I went down there and there was absolutely nothing. Except for that named monster that I do not want to challenge. And try going further south there. But no, that's the end of the route. So we go back up. I mean, we were here and I just went past it because I didn't want to deal with the butterfly. Let's see. Oh, that's a mimic. What do you mean it did? Okay, let's go east. That is a chest I didn't open before, it seems like. Oh, I see the crystal on the left. Yeah, got it. Let's go. I am under attack. Of course I am. Sorry, butterfly. Okay, let's go. For the PS Vita version of the Hollow Fragment and the PS4 version. Get Anneal Blade from Vita Hollow Fragment save and Wind Flurry from RE Hollow Fragment. They are tied to different save files? I never had the Vita version. I'm pretty sure I had the Anneal Blade when I played this game. It depends on what you consider fleshed out and what you consider the actual main content of the series. I mean, you can't expect side characters to have main character level fleshing out. Any suggestions for that area? I have the 4 keys. Shouldn't the door just open or am I missing something? Akuria games work in mysterious ways. So what you need to do, Philia, is you go back to the beginning of the area and just do everything all over again. And maybe something will click. I'm not joking, by the way. Just go to the beginning of that specific section and just go through everything just in case. Maybe you missed a very specific quest flag or something that caused the entire thing to stall. So going through everything once again has the chance to get that fixed. I see, the thing about Sword Art Online is Aincrad Arc was literally floor 74 and 75. That was what Aincrad Arc is, with a little flashback with Klein during the first day, which ended up becoming the first episode. But the point of Aincrad was never the Aincrad. The point of Aincrad was literally what Kirito and Asuna lived in those final couple days. And then how things go the way they do with the virtual world in the entire series. Aincrad was literally just a jumping off point. It was never meant to be anything else. Everything else you see is just random side stories that are supposed to introduce these other side characters. Then it has to be the other way around. I'm pretty sure I had the Anil Blade. Good luck, Philly. Hopefully it gets solved. Alright, I am looking into the floor and I will be checking the chat afterwards. So we went full on south here, and then went east. I think there are more platforms to the east. That's not particularly great. Okay, yeah, absolutely nothing came up from this part. That was a bit sad. Is that the exit? No, that's a named monster. Yeah, its shield is glowing. Okay, we tried that way, now we go this way. Okay, nothing here, literally nothing. Let's try going east. Okay, doing good. That chest, is it tied to... Okay, let's... I don't want to challenge it because it's absolutely gonna wreck me. But I'm scared that chest may just have the key. I don't think it does. Oh, this path came to an end. I mean, you can always go for progressive. That's what progressive is. The named monster is not gonna engage with me as long as I don't attack it, right? Yeah, it came that close. It's not engaging. Cool. Regular mobs usually engage by that distance. That's the way we came from, right? Yeah, that's my teleporter right there. I wish I could still turn the camera around as I was picking up stuff from the ground. Okay, nothing else here, so it has to be that way, both the key and the exit. What are these tablets again? Warrior's Boon. Oh, thank you, thank you. 1 grand potion. Does anyone use potions in this game? I feel like everyone just relies on passive healing and lifesteal and the likes of that. Oh, come on! I literally am doing everything I can. I'm just not damaging fast enough. Okay, nothing down here either. Oh, I see the exit. I just need a chest that'll drop me the key. Is it literally right next to it? Nah, that's a mimic. That's not gonna be a key. I mean, not a mimic, but trap. This has to be it's literally the last chest in the entire area. There we go. Thank you, appreciate it. Now let's have a look at the chat. I mean, it's literally just a starting boost. That's what most of the bonuses like that are. In every single SAO game, they are, I think, some bonuses, and they're always immediately eclipsed by random stuff you can find in the world. Okay, I can go over there, and that's the end of the route, so just come back. We can take a normal named monster. Do they give me rank points? Named monsters, because they have PvP ranks as well. Okay, I have 2342. We'll see next time. I should write that down because I am definitely going to forget. 2342, I said, right? Yeah. What is left side? Absolutely nothing. Wait, what? What? That's the end of the path as well? Oh, that's where I started. That's why I'm an idiot. I skipped this chest, went for the named monster, and literally just turned around. there, so we keep going this way. Okay, we got a chest over here. Let's see what we get. Of course, it's a mimic. Can I like stun it? Yeah, I think that may prevent it from escaping and give me a chance to take it down. Come on! Yes! Big brain, big brain. Okay, let's go south first. That looks like a bigger area than I expected it to be. Okay, no chest there, so absolutely no reason to get the scythe up, right? Just keep going this way. Someone save me from the lag on the jump. I don't know why it exists, but it ruins so much of this game. Just a single lag on the jump. So infuriating. Unbelievable. Okay, let me catch up with chat at least. If you were given the chance to ask any game developer to make an SAO game and they'd 100% do it, do you have a particular developer in mind that you wanna see make the game? Not necessarily. Like, developers of course have their affinities to specific types of game, but generally my approach to games are, I just want to see what the devs come up with. Like, I don't want to... Just because something has a name doesn't mean it has to play a very specific way. And because I don't have a very specific gameplay type in my mind or gameplay design, I just literally, even if I tried, I can't pick a dream developer of sorts. Do you have an SAO game? Specifically because I am not in it for specific gameplay design. Am I saying specific too much? Okay, you get what I mean. Now please, jump. There we go. Got 2 blue chests up. Any mechanics you wish to see or how you want an SAO game to look? Not necessarily. Like, you know, there are games I love of course, but like when you ask such things, the first thing that comes to my mind is Final Fantasy VII remakes. I enjoy remake more than rebirth, by the way. But like, do I want to see SAO in that specific style? Not necessarily. If a developer wants to make it, sure, I'll play it. But what I want is, I just want to experience something good that any developer makes, without being bound by a specific thing I want. Aggro in holorization, I still don't understand how it works because there's no explanation for it. I mean, I know you can change aggro with the switch stuff, if I remember correctly. But even that's not so reliable. Oh wait, we have the key, we can just... I see the exit as well, we can just make a beeline through. Not that way, this way. Why do I have bleed? Is that even bleed? Not sure. Okay, 125. My analog stick is drifting a bit too much. The funny thing is, this never happened back on PS5. Sorry, PS4. But ever since the PS5 era began, I feel myself needing to open up the entire controller every 6 months. Because the dead zones on the controller, they're just frustrating me to such an extent. What? Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate it, Kirigay, man. So sorry it wasn't a satisfactory answer. I mean, it was basically a non-answer, but that's just really how I feel about it. I'm not going for a specific feel. There is no specific wish that I have for an SAO game. I just want him to make good products, you know? Good, enjoyable... What did I get? Great potion. Preferably decent narrative experiences. Like, the gameplay is something that's on the side. I don't want it to be too obstructive. I want them closer to become visual novels. Which is not a particularly luxurious proposition in the Western world. Like, visual novel, oh, what is that? It is like a book. It is the approach in the West, aside from niche fan bases. But I'm just here for stories, and anything else... Okay, 2342 was my rank. Let's see if it's gonna increase. Oh, I messed up my combo there. Come on, 2342. It's still 2342, so I don't get any rank points. That is sad. In DDD, you kinda have to, since your passive healing and healing buffs don't work unless you have a party member marked as NPC. I have 2 of them. Wait, my passive healing doesn't work here? Why did I never realize that? I feel like that's a pretty big aspect for me to... Does it get disabled after a certain point? And that's why I don't know about it? Akuria is not bad with optimization. Akuria is the master of optimization. You try getting the fire engine work on 2-3 generations of things that it was not meant to even work on. You're underestimating how much Akuria has accomplished with the fire engine. Oh no, I don't have the key. Why did I rush after seeing this? Fucking pay attention. Either to chat or the game. Let's hope I'm gonna stumble upon the key, because otherwise I do not have the entire place memorized. Dravite Jam. If it decides to stop chasing me because it's not doing anything over there. I am still under attack and it has no intention of actually coming towards me. Oh, there we go. Are we? We are still under attack. Oh, it was bound by a skill. That's why it wasn't chasing me. Okay, never mind. I thought that was like a defensive shield or something. I was about to make fun of the game. I think, but at your rank you have all the PvP rank. Oh, do I already? I may have specifically grinded for that at some point. The PvP passives they felt quite nice. You want questions? I got one. How do you feel about the Variant Showdown event stories? I personally hate them because the story is so short, and the way... the thing is, I generally enjoy event stories in Integral Factor, but not so much in Variant Showdown. I have no idea what it is, but... Are you asking this because you saw my feedback in Variant Showdown Discord server? I do not enjoy... That comes with wrong connotations if I put it that way. I cannot get myself to enjoy the event stories in Variant Showdown, and I am not exactly sure why. One is they feel extremely random pretty much all the time, which Integral Factor does not always feel that way. They seem more centered around a specific lesson, a specific theme, a specific character motivation, whereas Variant Showdown event stories, they feel completely random for starters. Like they pick a theme, it really feels like they just rolled the wheel and let it pick a random theme. Secondly, I think something feels incredibly off with the translations of Variant Showdown. They are not false translations, but the way things are written, the way the characters in the game speak, for some reason they feel off. They feel like they're just not engaging me as the reader. Whereas Integral Factor, like, I'm on for every single story, because every single translation, every single line a character spouts, they make me care about the story. Something in Variant Showdown, they feel very much off. So I think the editor team on that front, that's not even the translation aspect, that's more editorial, not even localization. As I said, the translation is perfectly fine. It's just the characters don't stand out as characters, as who they are. It feels like they have a single tone they speak in, based on their personality. And I'm pretty sure I said this in my feedback post there as well to the team, but it feels like it's somewhat semi-machine translated. It almost feels like they gave personality traits and examples of how a character speaks to the machine, and the machine translates based on that. But the problem is, characters speak differently towards different characters. They don't have a single tone. Kirito speaks completely differently when he's talking to Yu-Gi-Oh! Compared to, let's say, when he's speaking to Asuna, when he's speaking to Layla, when he's speaking to any other character. I mean, the best example I can give is, check how Alice speaks as an Integrity Knight towards others, and check how she speaks towards Selka. They portray that in the anime so well. Like, the voice acting completely changes tones just to get that across, and they did a great work with that. Whereas the translations in Variant Showdown, it feels like Kirito is always in the same monotone vibe, not changing at all how he speaks. Even though the emotion changes, it still feels like, oh, he's speaking to a random person. That's the feeling I'm getting from every single dialogue translation in Variant Showdown, and that is interesting. That is kind of the first time I felt that way, which is exactly why I'm speculating it may just be machine translation, because, you know, that is the kind of stuff I'd expect from machine translation stuff. No context, and that's why everything it makes feels soulless. Something is missing. And I feel like a translator wouldn't do that. If they would, their editor would catch it. That is how I feel about it. Still need to find the key. And there's no chest over there, so we go back the other way. But yeah, that doesn't change my feelings about event stories in Variant Showdown in general. They feel extremely random. Like, I feel like we need less event stories and more actual stories. I mean, I feel like what they can do is what Unleash Blading did at certain points, where they weren't necessarily doing event stories, they were releasing the new main stories as events, and then bringing that content into their main story portion afterwards. So if they're having trouble with their story cadence, that's what they may consider doing. But Variant Showdown kinda bound itself to a very specific limitation, that being they now have voice acting attached to their entire main story, and you know, voice acting takes time, takes money, it needs planning and all those kind of stuff, and I feel like that's the reason right now why they can't release their main stories all that often. Did I come this way previously? Oh, it doesn't look like I have. Okay, we have to summon the Reaper, and of course that's the corridor key. Now I just need to remember where it was because I wasn't paying attention. Speaking and trying to keep this place in memory, they are not all that compatible. Right, maybe? There, I see. Okay, once I reach the gate, I'm gonna catch up with chat, and then I'm gonna... I can't do that now that the site is here. Oh wait, I can just open up the dialogue prompt and stay there invincible. Okay, there we go. I'm invincible right now. I'm pretty sure I am. I hope I am. Am I? Yeah, we're safe. We are not getting damaged. Also, you want stats to focus on for dual wielding to increase power of sword skills, strength, dex, and agility. Yeah. At the time I made my build, I did still possess that knowledge, so I'm pretty sure I should be fine at the moment. And the event boss has absolutely no connection to the story I just read. Oh, that's always been the case with Variant Showdown. I provided that feedback time and time again. That is the case with the main story as well. It's literally just random stages that have nothing to do with what's happening on the story, random enemies, random bosses. It's just... it feels... that aspect of it really feels like an incomplete shell of a mobile game. Something that shouldn't be the case in my opinion. I can safely say I wouldn't want Dimps back ever again unless they're making a non-live service SAO RPG, because I've lost all faith in them after the 3rd season of Fractured Daydream. I'll keep saying this again. The problems of Fractured Daydream is more about the marketing. I mean, the people who are playing the game that frequently will burn through every single content they make. So, I spoke about this last week as well. Whatever content they produce, we are just gonna churn through it, and they are not going to be able to keep up ever with players like us. What they need to do is create some aspirational content, which is like the raid or dungeon content in Destiny, higher tier strikes and raids in Guild Wars, or like the raid tier content where you have to engage your brain, and the satisfaction comes not from the reward still has to be good, but the satisfaction comes from the fact that The game is actually challenging you on a mechanical or puzzly theoretical level, which we don't have in Fractured Daydream. We only have basic content, the co-op dungeons and the bosses. Some bosses are fun, especially their EX versions. I don't think the current Onyx is fun all that much. But it really does not break that ceiling of actually interesting content. So the new content arrives and the novelty of it eventually wears off in a week or two because we're just churning through these. What are they supposed to do with the regular tier content? They can't satisfy the player base with the regular tier content. On the flip side, they are adding a lot of stuff to the game. Like, it may not be all that impressive, but they are adding stuff to the game. They are holding weekly campaigns of different stuff. Each weekly campaign, it's a recolor, yes, but it's a new outfit. New. It's something to chase for. The problem is none of it is advertised. It's so funny to me that they're not even doing the bare minimum of advertising it. They're literally pushing out a calendar a week before the season where people see, oh, okay, this looks cool. When is it? Next week? I'll look back next week. But they don't look back because they don't even remember it exists, and the accounts are not reminding them. Tell them, hey, this outfit has arrived with the new trial pass. It has arrived now. You can go grab it now by doing the missions. Tell them. Show it. It can be a simple render. That's what I'm doing. I'm just grabbing a screenshot, pushing it on my Twitter so people know. That's the point of a social media account. So you reach to people even with the simplest things. It's unbelievable to me that they create free content and they're not letting people know about it. It is frustrating and annoying. As someone who cares about this stuff, you know, the caring about things portion, that is kind of sort of important. Both as a player, as a developer, as the social media side, as the publisher. You have to care. You can't just push out empty shells, hollow husks of things. Care a bit. Okay, I will like this one. I would want the Final Fantasy XIV team just so I can have the Shadowbringers writer make an SAO story. Do not put that much faith on the writer itself, himself or herself. Sorry, I will go on a completely different tangent, but in Turkish, we have a single pronoun. It doesn't matter what gender you are, it doesn't matter if you're a creature or a human, we have a single pronoun. And it is so incredibly convenient because people usually can understand from context as to who you're talking about. You don't need 50 different pronouns just to understand just for people to understand who you're talking about. You know? It's not a hard thing. And the thing with English is, whenever I think of like not a him or a her, my mind just goes to the neutral one. You know, it's neutral. But the thing is, in English, it's an inhumane pronoun, and that's so annoying because the solution is right there, the third option. But you have dedicated your third option to objects. Why? And then you have to default to the plural option to go for an indefinite thing. It's so annoying to me as someone who comes from a language with a single pronoun for literally everything and everything that exists. So inconvenient. What a language. Everything about English is inconvenient. Like, ask a native English speaker why C is sometimes pronounced as an S and sometimes it's pronounced as a K, and they won't be able to answer you. It's random, you just gotta know the word. It's really amazing. It is the global language. It has become the global language. With how inconvenient it is. And the thing is, you know, when you're in school, they always teach you, hey, languages are living, breathing things. That's literally the terminology we use in Turkish. They are living, breathing things. They evolve. They are never stale. They evolve to become more convenient, to pass on more information. So why is English still so unfathomably inconvenient? I don't get it. Like something throughout the chain of evolution of this language has gone absolutely wrong, and for some reason it is not fixable. It just gets worse. That's my annoyances with English. I hope you enjoy. I hate butterflies. Please come float back down. There we go. Anyways, where were we? Oh right, I was talking about, yeah, don't rely on the author or the writer of a given story all that much, because they're generally mandated out of the things. Like authors in SAO games, they feel, I hate these map structures, by the way. Like whenever these bunched up singularities come up, it gets really hard to navigate through. But the authors in SAO games, I have no knowledge about this, by the way. It's just my perception from the outside and how things have transpired. Like we had Akatsuki Kana from Violet Evergarden write the story of, I think, 1 or 2 of the DLCs in Last Recollection Licorice, and then I don't remember, but I feel like Last Recollection was from her, maybe? Either way, definitely a couple of the DLCs for Recollection Licorice was written by Akatsuki Kana. And you know, you can see in very specific moments that, you know, oh, that is quite emotionally heavy that I would expect from her. But then the general story, it's a mishmash of random things that don't necessarily make sense, and it hopes you don't realize that they are that way. I feel like they're more responsible for things like specific dialogue choices rather than the stories themselves. The stories, they are completely based on what's been created as a game. They need to go through the motions, and they decide what the character says in specific moments. Because what the characters will do and where they will go, that's already defined by the game. Once you cleared floors 1 to 100, your passive and active healing work. Whenever I think back to Licorice, I am amazed that game even works given how much the engine screams in that. Exactly my point. It's incredible what Recollection Licorice does all around, considering the engine. It's an original PSP engine. That's where it was meant to run on. And throughout the years, Akuria modified it, optimized it, evolved it to a certain extent that it still manages to work with the ambition that certain things in Recollection Licorice had. It's mind-boggling. So Never say Akuria is bad at optimization. Akuria is great at optimization. It's just they love Fire Engine. That's a completely different criticism. I don't hate the event stories. Sorry, I just came to your response. I don't hate the event stories in Variant Showdown. I just can't get myself to enjoy them. They just exist. And I think many people feel that way. Like, I do have a very natural way of gauging general response. My playthroughs. Like, I know what people watch. I generally know. It is limited to my own audience, of course, so there is a significant bias involved. But when I see people not all that interested in Variant Showdown stories, I can literally see that because people are not clicking on it. And I can see that they did receive the notification, they did see that video, they chose to not click on it. That kind of information I have, and that does not have much of a context, but it allows me to have a pretty decent general understanding of people's opinions about certain things. Like, I felt the chapter 2 drop when it comes to Integral Factor, the interest people had in Integral Factor. I felt a significant drop, maybe 4 or 5 main stories after chapter 2 began. Like, people clearly started getting bored by the chapter 2 story because nothing was really happening. And with the recent ones I'm uploading, of course, I am not gonna hold them too much of significance because I am uploading them extremely late compared to when they got released. But that was one of the main reasons why I was okay with dropping Integral Factor when Fractured Daydream first came out, because barely anyone is interacting with that content anymore. So I'm better off switching to Fractured Daydream for now. But yeah, thanks to the DLC 3 issues, I am back in Integral Factor. And I will check to see how that reception is going when I actually catch up with the story and start uploading the moment the stories come out. That gives me a very good indication, a decent, reliable indication, a trend as to whether people care more or whether they care less. It doesn't tell me how much the general audience cares, but it gives me a good comparison compared to, like, whether it's going up or whether it's going down. Like, general people who are not all that interested in statistics and stuff usually don't care much about trends. They want to understand the absolutes. Whereas in many things, you are not necessarily interested in absolutes. Trends, even though you don't have the absolute numbers, trends can give you great indications. All you need to worry about is that they are comparable within their sample. For example, I tweet a lot about the revenue data and popularity data of SAO mobile games from those third-party tracking websites. The websites, they are not reliable at all. At least I wouldn't call them reliable, in the sense that I would inform my decisions from if I was working for the game. But the fact of the matter is, as long as it's using the same sample and methodology, it does give you a reliable idea whether something is going better or whether something is going worse. I don't know whether it's doing great or terrible, but I can know whether it's doing better than before or worse than before. And that's the key aspect. Most people just gloss over it and try to act like either something is the best thing ever or the worst thing ever, because, you know, absolutes, they are catchy. What I'm interested in is generally whether they are doing better than before or worse than before. I am looking for the comparisons. The same thing with the sales numbers of Sword Online light novels. Like 17,000 sold within the first 2 weeks. What does that mean? I have no fucking clue. But I know the previous volume sold in the exact same amount of time, double that one. So that gives me an indication as to where we're going. The only one who has the numbers in that front is Kadokawa. The only one who has the numbers, the real numbers, is Bandai Namco. The only one who has the real numbers are Aniplex. I don't. But I know when one of their products is doing worse than the product before or not, and I think that is... these trees and their stagger attack. I'm not even gonna say I think. That is important. That's part of statistics. An actual data analysis stuff. One 130. I can't even read numbers anymore. I spoke too much. Is it really engaging with me, or is it just doing random stuff? If it's doing random stuff, I'm gonna look at the chat. I think it definitely knows I'm here. I think we're safe. Just enjoy the battle music for now. I mean, none of the games are all that polished for their eventual PC releases. Virtually no features you'd expect from a proper PC port. PC ports are not done in-house. Like, I don't know... Oh, it is actually coming. Let me defeat this boss. I can answer that, though. Meanwhile... Like, I don't know specifically in SAO games' case, but usually, very often, you'll see ports done by separate studios, not the actual in-house studio. Don't stun me, don't stun me. Can we go for skill chain, maybe? The fact that I have to lose my chain whenever he goes for the stun attack. Oh, I can counter, but that still costs me the entire skill chain. Not optimal. Okay, I think that's the final health bar. Ah, I did too early. That's the wrong button, that's not praise. Oh, we completely ran out of SP, okay. Cover that real quick. And you know what they're doing when bringing something like Hollow Fragment to the PC. They are bringing an ancient PSP game. Kismet is down, but she is invincible. I hate paralysis in this game. It is so extremely annoying. Come on, die before stunning me. I'm paralyzed again. Oh, the annoyance. Either way, I said what I needed to. Please become a channel member, so I answer more questions. Or use Super Chat, both are fine. Hey, where were we? We were talking about PC ports. Funnily enough, ever since Season 2, I've been pretty casual. For Season 3, all I've done is the DLC story. After that, I uninstalled the game because I find the grind in Fracture boring and dull. True. I still didn't play the story, by the way. Since I'm boycotting the game until June 6th. Double the amount of time that it took them to fix the issues, and they didn't even respond. You busting through those enemies like nothing. How's your level so high? My level is actually way below the enemy level. It's just that my equipment is quite decent. And you know, skill chaining exists and it's particularly powerful in this game. Because the people who made the rules for English are stupid and us Americans just went along with it. English does not have rules, and your other options were not all that better. Phonetic languages are where it's at. Trust me. Hey Shertika, how you doing? Also, I disagree with optimization because on non-PlayStation platforms there are so many issues with Licorice, and Licorice is still running on the Fire engine. It wasn't even meant to run on PlayStation 4, let alone all the other platforms. Did you get Asuna in Variant Showdown? Yes, I did. I'm trying to get Lifa now. Terraria Lifa. Like, the games run, but they had to do things like remove all grass in the X. I mean, you remember, we were literally talking about it when these specific things were happening. On PlayStation, because of the frame rate issues and performance issues, they literally removed skill effects. Such problems are not limited to Xbox. We had them on PlayStation as well. And I believe they removed things like skill effects entirely from the game, so even if you have a beefy PC, you can't have proper skill effects that we used to have before those performance patches. Or, you know, if you're playing on PlayStation 5, where you have the brute force power to actually pull through things, it's just gone. They removed it. You know, you can dash in between the combo. Oh, is that functionality still here? Okay. I remember being able to dodge and continue the skill chain in Session Licorice and Last Recollection. I didn't know it was here. Or maybe I knew at some point, but then completely forgot and never experimented enough. No, I just literally just came back after 6 years or 7 years or something. At least with Hollow Fragment, the PC port runs pretty solidly and is better optimized than Licorice and Hollow. Hollow Fragment is also a 10-year-old game. And again, Arc Sophia still chugs on my PlayStation 5. Like, Arc Sophia is the Crysis of the Sword Online fanbase. Doing it, Colin. How about you? Thanks for asking. Oh, no worries, mate. No worries. I sent it to everyone I could. You could send 20 of them per day. So hopefully you'll have fun during the community day. Word is for the next floor integral factor, Notte is gonna use a forbidden tactic that no GM would. Sure. They've been doing that for the past 2 or 3 years. Like every single time something happens, either Ran or Notte create a new boss, and the other one goes, "Oh my God, we're already pushing our boundaries. How are you getting things through the checks without us getting punished? You better be careful." Every single time they just up the thing, and it's just words. At that point, it doesn't mean anything. I don't know if this time it's gonna be anything different. But, you know, what's the floor I uploaded earlier this week? Floor 19 with AG. It was the exact same situation. They just kept saying, "Oh, this is very risky. Oh, Arcana system is gonna get us. You shouldn't do these." But every single time they do the exact same thing. After playing 1.0 Licorice again, I'm convinced they reduced skill effects because they were so big and bright that you couldn't see Kirt or the... I said it at the time. A whole lot of people disagreed. It was genuinely hard to see things. It's also the reason why they have that glossy light effect on all the characters, despite the environments not having it. It's because they're going with a realistic color scheme for some reason. I don't think they have to. They can easily do a little bit more saturation in character colors. But because, especially in Licorice, they were going particularly realistic, because, you know, Alicization is realistic, the characters did not stand out from the environment, and during combat, especially with those skill effects, nothing was visible. Like, I was fine to a certain extent. Next floor is floor 44. Let me quickly check floors and what we have on floor 44. Floor 44, I see no data on 44. Is that gonna be a fully original one? They usually rely on previously established floors. Floor 44. No, I don't see anything on 44. Interesting. On the 28th. Cool. Okay, now where were we? We defeated the boss. We can grab stuff. Okay, let's do the next 10 floors as well. How long has it been? Almost 90 minutes. If I speed up a bit, we can definitely get to 140. I mean, the goal is now set at 140. There is no in-betweens. I should check the stats I'm getting, actually. Useless. Useless. That's just a key. We're gonna register Kismet again. Do 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 do. I just want to interact with the gate. Hey, let's go! 10 more floors. I'll stream tomorrow for 20 more floors as well, by the way. So stay tuned. Wait, where did we come from? I cannot lock on and randomly change directions. Let's go east first. Doesn't seem to be much there, so that should be, yeah, absolutely nothing. We can turn around. Chest here, and if it's a key, I'm gonna make a beeline to the exit. Has anyone seen the latest Mission Impossible, by the way? May as well talk about it. Watched it last week. It was pretty fun. I feel like part 1, Dead Reckoning, was a much better movie. This one, part 2, Final Reckoning, felt a bit... It overstayed its welcome as a climax. Like, I was genuinely tired at the end of the movie. Yeah, the part 2, Final Reckoning is out. You should go watch it. How do you not know a new Tom Cruise movie releases? I'm pretty sure that's illegal. You are not allowed to not be aware. Okay, that is the exit gate and we don't have the key. Oh wait, my PvP rank increased at some point. Maybe after the final last boss we just did? I got some rank points from there. Oh no, not confusion. Confusion and paralysis. Please get them out of this game. Jesus. He may actually die. I'm still frozen, are you kidding me? Okay, we're doing ally chains and I am the last. Did they already screw up the chain? I think they did. There we go. That was so unnecessarily hard. Because before last week, the last time I went to the theaters was to watch Sonic 3 movie, and it was a great movie. But yeah, you should watch it. I am starting to take leveling a bit more seriously. I'm not gonna rush past easy enemies. Hey, 132. I'm not really interested, don't go to the cinemas often anyways. Unfortunate. It is fun, Tom Cruise movies are always fun. What annoys me in the US is that your urban sprawl is a bit too much. So it's quite painful to get to places, especially with no proper public transport. I don't want to drive 20-30 minutes just to go to the cinema somewhere. I would just rather walk 5 minutes that way and be at the cinema of my choice. Okay, we already have the key. So if I see the exit crystal, I'm just gonna take it. However, we are not skipping enemies. Oh, I see the crystal, we go this way. Oh, apparently not. We circle around, sure. Okay, go back, turn around, go north. Named monster. Sure, I'll take it. Bye-bye. And it was already a mistake. I hate enemies that stagger me, no matter how short. Those who break my chains. It's extremely annoying. I feel personally attacked beyond my screen. Yeah, one cinema 5 minutes that way, and another cinema like 7 minutes that way. Those are the nearby ones. That's a mimic box. Named monsters basically give me an entire level, which I'm quite happy about. At some point I want to be able to challenge H&Ms, but they scare me. What did I just do? I got a finger? What do you mean I got a finger? Is it what's called a ring? No. Oh, it is. It is actually attached to finger. Okay, that explains so much. I was looking at the event log and it's like, can't hold finger, Scribe of Infinity. Closest cinema to me is train and bus away. Do you not like live in a city center? Like, it doesn't have to be the center of the city, but like where the city is established. I can imagine it being different if you're in the suburbs of a given city, especially in mountainous regions. I still think there'd be a cinema, at least one, in a decently sized non-main city area. That's my impression here in Austria, at least. Bisharp Evolution? I'm not even trying. When I see stupid requirements like that, I just not even try. I so badly wish the US would adopt public transport, because living near a college campus sucks for... Even your college campuses are usually far, far away from settlements. It's so bizarre to me why you'd segregate different types of establishments so far, far away. Like, you know, just from a simple human nature. If I have my house here, what do I need? I need food, I need water. The first thing I think is, hey, it would be really nice if I had a small market nearby where I can buy basic needs, you know? So the urban sprawl in the US is just a massive confusion to me. Like, I understand having a huge automotive industry that is pulling certain strings, but you know, Germany is literally the nearby neighbor here, and they are affected by the automobile industry to a certain extent as well, but I can never imagine it going to the extent that the US does here in Europe at all. People just wouldn't stand for it. Have to drive somewhere just to get basic nutrition? For bulk purchases, I can understand going to a supermarket that's far away. That is something we often do in Turkey as well. Like, we have the small shops, corner shops nearby, and sometimes small mini supermarkets, let's say. But if you want to do bulk purchases, yeah, we'll go to a mall. That's 15 minutes away tops. We are not gonna go farther away for a mall. But not having such things nearby, just in case, in smaller scale, that is... Well, I'll be honest, I don't want to live in such a place. I mean, that's why I have it as a buddy. The thing is, I don't consciously work towards them. Whenever there's a stupid requirement I need, I only do it once. And the way I do it is, I put the Pokemon into the buddy, and just, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, well, that is my buddy for the next 2 years. That is my approach to it. There's the gate, but I still don't have the key. And I was not paying attention to the structure, so that's kind of bad. It's more fun to talk about the US suburbs being absolute shit. Oh, lucky me. That works. Oh shit, does not interact. It's because most Americans unfortunately do not care unless it's an effect that is in their face. I mean, it is quite in your face that you can't just take 5 minutes to grab some chips from the nearby corner store. That is... It is just something you guys have gotten used to and don't see the problem that I personally see when I look at it from the outside. You know, we all have our different perspectives and what we're used to. It's just... I would imagine people would be lazy enough to complain about the situation and do something about it, because it is genuinely inconvenient. Because, you know, if one of the strongest motivators in human nature It's laziness. And when I think about it, I have to drive 20 minutes to a mall and then 20 minutes back, and the purchasing itself, it's gonna take 10 minutes. I don't want to spend an hour just for simple stuff, for food, for something to drink. And I would genuinely be lazy and complain about it and try to find a solution. I kind of want to move eventually, but since I'm learning a trade, I don't know if I'll relearn the trade if I move to Europe or Asia. Can I ask which state you live in? Or whether you live in an actual city or a suburb? Yeah, that's the magic, you know? Blissful ignorance. Not knowing something is sometimes very beneficial compared to actually knowing it. It's really unfortunate. Which way do I want to go? Let's go east. I go east usually. Oh no, wait, we came from east. Let's go west and then we go further down, south. Okay, that's a lot of divergence here. Let's have a look at top, see if there's a chest. I don't... oh, there is one, there is one. Oh, you know, it's the same thing with games as well. Destiny 1 did not have a mantle. If you didn't land on a platform, too bad, you are falling down. Then I went to Destiny 2 and whoop-de-doo, we now have a mantle, which means we can get close enough to the ledge and our character is just gonna climb up and make the deficit. That is great. But the problem is, when I go back and try playing Destiny 1, that means I am dying 90% more often than I used to. Because I learned the benefits of mantling. Okay, give me a key. No key and pretty terrible stats, oh my god. Give me a key. That is my key! Let's go! Now where's the exit? That is... main console. Take it on. Oh, I got a little bit more PvP rank. Okay, that's cool. Useless, but cool. Anything interesting here? No, I'm not gonna summon the Reaper then. I wanna say I live in a suburb, but I'm right next to university. That's practically the size of a city, so... Your university campuses are quite impressive. Like here in Europe, they are mostly... Do I need to do this? They are mostly part of the cityscape, they don't stand out all that much, whereas you create universities or colleges, I guess, more akin to university establishment, a university city, mini-city of sorts. Okay, this was the second switch. Do I need to do the switches, Ark? Do I need to bother with this? What do I even get? I'm not gonna do this for 5 potions. First switch correct. Second switch correct. Gold, nobody cares about loot. Third switch. Oh, I found the exit in the meanwhile. Third switch correct. If the fourth one, or if there is a fourth one, that is, I don't even know how many there are. on my way, I'll gladly push it, otherwise I am not even gonna search for it. Oh, that's a headpiece with increased sword skill damage. And HP based attack up 20%. That sounds decent. 135. It can be up to 6. Okay. Not bothering them. Okay, it is once again a quadrant, I guess. Oh, they're like... Okay, it wasn't so hard. That's fine. Not all that confusing. Because you can't open the map, those portions that are not linear, they can get quite annoying. Okay, let's go top first. That is quite the crossroads. Got 2 chests here. Oh, we have the exit here as well. Okay, give me the key, please. Give me the key. Next one has to be the key. I don't want to go back the entire way after coming all the way here. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Beautiful. I love you, game. 136, let's go. Okay, then. That is understandable. To be frank, I really love to live in a village. I just prefer calm. I could not care about cities any less. Doesn't matter which country it is, doesn't matter which region it is, cities are just too much for me. I don't want to bother with that much hassle. Is that Reaper? Yeah. Okay, we got a chest over here. Got a named monster up ahead. Let's take that. And chain beforehand a bunch as well, just to speed it up. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, we dodged that attack. We are gonna dodge this attack as well. If it attacks, there we go. And now we go. Still need a key. Okay, we keep heading north, straight. No other way. Did they update this game? I haven't played in forever. They did not update it recently. I mean, the game has 3 DLC, 1 free story update before the DLCs, so it got updated a bunch. But that was all over 6 years ago. I'm just having fun. I am doing like Sword Online Games official soundtrack previews since they uploaded them to Spotify, and since the official accounts are not sharing anything about them, I figured I'd take it upon myself. So I was installing every single game as I was making those preview videos, just to have some footage to go along with that preview. And I was playing 1 game a week. I started with Lost Song, and then I came over to Hollow Realization. I uploaded my Fatal Bullet soundtrack preview, But I decided not to play Fatal Bullet and instead continue with Hollow Realization because I had so much fun last week doing the dungeon. And I will be sticking around with Hollow Realization for a little bit more. It's just a fun game. God damn it, just interact with the thing. Another good belt. 10% XP. Don't care. I don't like butterflies in this game. Please come down so I can kill you. I'm being attacked by the fucking moth. Of course I am. There we go. Not anymore. If DD was only like 400 or 500 floors, I'd probably be willing to grind it out in larger chunks, but probably it's big. I tend to spend an hour doing 10 floors and then take a break for a couple days. That's basically my current plan, mate. 2 days a week, we're going 20 floors up, and then I take the weekdays off. Perfect streaming schedule. Thank you, Akuria. I still can't believe Hollow Realization turns 10 next year. Does it already? It should. We're like, oh my god, we're already midway 2020s. That is a lot. 26 is old, Furkan says. Me cries in 29. Well, still 28. That way. Let's go this way because I still need the key. Please don't chase moth, please don't. I hate you. I hate you with a passion. Calm down. Oh, that's not even a chest that can drop a key. What a waste of effort. We came from north, right? But there shouldn't be anything else there. Maybe. I got too distracted by the moth. I'm just annoyed. Okay, the north path is actually new. And we know the gate is south. Just take this and go back down. There we go, there's my key. Thank god I came here. Do 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 do. More moths! Please go away. Can I circle around? No, you're still gonna chase me because of course you are. I think it's far away that I can ditch the moths. Should be possible. I think I made it. Yeah, there we go. 138. Let's go. Almost done. Before the 2-hour mark. The second set of 10 floors goes always faster. Oh, they spawned in the floor. Please keep doing that. Okay, I don't see anything there. I don't see anything here. The rule of thumb is go east first. The good thing about having a rule of thumb is even if I don't pay attention to the dungeon, I can roughly estimate where I already visited and where I haven't. Go east first and north first. Those are my rules. Don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to become a channel member, don't forget to use Super Chat. They make me really happy. No. Oh, thank God that wasn't a red seal. I did not realize there was a seal. That was red, I would actually be thoroughly annoyed. Why does it have to be a moth? Like, even the fake chest, does it really have to be a moth? And does it always have to use confusion on me? Thankfully, SAO Realization is one of those games where when you get back in the groove, you can just shut your brain off and stop paying attention to the game for... Yeah, and it's just relaxing. It's a really nice casual experience. Like, it's kind of the same reason that I go back to Sonic Heroes. So easy to pick up and play. I don't feel like... There are some games where you feel like, oh, if I open this game I have to do this and I have to do that and I have to get used to this and I should probably take care of that. Some games, like SAO Realization, Sonic Heroes, just on the top of my mind, I can just literally launch the game, play, and have fun. Oh, thank you, mate. Fun fact, the seal effect color could determine a multitude of effects. There is not just one effect for each color. But the red one always sends you to the beginning. I'm pretty sure red is like... Red is dead. Speaking of Mission Impossible. It's just gonna send you to the very beginning. There's only one thing red does, I'm pretty sure. And I don't pay attention to the effects of the orange one. Attack speed up. Attack speed stuff, it is an annoying topic for me. Because it screws up my rhythm entirely. Attack speed buffs. I try to not go for them, especially in this game. I remember them completely messing up my skill connect chains. Please get rid of that confusion. There we go. Now we can move forward. Oh, that's the exit gate over there, but we do not have a key just yet. Please be the key. God, this is the end of the path. Please be the key. Please. Fine. I feel mentally defeated just by that single thing. Are you planning to go against the final boss of the dungeon? You mean floor 1000? No, floor 1000 is not within my scope. I am just going as high as I can, as long as I'm still having fun. Okay, we got nothing here either. See, this is when the rule of thumb I explained earlier kinda stops working. If a branching path goes into another branching path with another set of norths and easts and wests that I need to keep track of to make sense of. I need to pay attention now so I know the way back at least. now we go west. I'm pretty sure I came from north. Those are both norths! God damn it, rules of thumbs. Are they technically rules of thumbs? Are they not heuristics? I think they do heuristics. And maybe I'm misremembering because I swear I've gotten red seals that lower my SSC count. I don't know, I would trust you over myself. But I feel like I've never gotten anything other than fuck you, go back to the beginning from red circles. Granted, the moment I remember, oh, reds I want to avoid, I actually do avoid them. So I don't have much experience. I don't even know what debuff I get from that, and I stepped in it 3 times already. I wish at least when you discovered the end point of a given floor, it would just put something on the minimap to say, hey, the exit was this way around, roughly. It doesn't need to show me the exact path, but it would be really nice if it showed me, hey, it's in this general direction. Okay, 139. When I get a job, I will send a super chat 100%. When I get a job, I'm leaving YouTube. Let's see which of us manages it first. And maybe I'm just... Okay, I read that. I recommend getting the Paragon armor since they have an effect that can increase SSC. I don't have a problem with the SSC timing. I have a problem with the speed up. I genuinely have zero issues timing my SSCs in the game. It's just the moment I speed up, my brain does not adapt to that speeding change. Recast time is completely OP though. You can have your skills be off cooldown as soon as they end, so you can cycle back through them. I already keep doing that. Like, I literally go between 2 skills until I go for a finisher attack. Yeah, I go in between Nightmare Rain and Double Circular every single time. Maybe I already have recast time on some of my equipment, I don't know. Revive time, move speed up, max HP, skill damage, skill damage, skill damage, skill damage, and jump attack boost, my favorite. Very useful. Totally. Does it cost? Skill damage. No, I don't have it, and I'm perfectly fine still cycling between 2 skills. Man is trying to make logic out of floor plans that are randomly generated. Man, the floors are randomly generated, but the fact of the matter is, the map is generated and painted just fine. I don't think that is a hurdle in achieving some of my quality of life requests. Level 100, theoretically speaking, that's all you need. That's the end of the NPC storyline, as far as I'm aware, and you get Elucidator and Dark Repulsor. To be frank, a lot of the OP skills have a recast time of 1 to 5 minutes. So in the long run, it's not worth investing into recast. When you say OP skills, you mean attack skills or battle skills? I feel like even my Tachyon inversion comes back quite fast. Is it Tachyon inversion? Yeah, Tachyon inversion does not state its recast time. Sword skills are just all instacast, no? Are they not? I'm pretty sure they are, otherwise it would say... Yeah, like, see, battle skills have recast time, sword skills don't. They had back in Hollow Fragment. Not here. Exactly, buff skills, not sword skills. That's what I thought. I was so confused. Because Izumiya said you can just cycle back. Oh, maybe I misinterpreted that entirely. Maybe they just mentioned you can have your battle skills up all the time. I don't even use my battle skills. I hate this menu. I just use the XP buff, that's it. And sometimes the speed buff. Oh, that is a chest. Please give me key and I can rush to the boss. Should I challenge the H&M ones? I do want to challenge one of them eventually. But I am scared. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna defeat the boss, move on to the next floor. Wait, defeat the boss, back out of the dungeon, move on to the next floor, and fight the first H&M that I find. That is the plan. I think that's a solid plan. Even Eclipse does not have super armor. As I said, I don't use battle skills. I'm fine. I'm a filthy casual. We're good. We don't need battle skills. We will brute force through everything. Through a lack of power, which is a bit of an oxymoron, but too lazy to invest into things. Another level up for Kismel. There is my corridor key. Now, where is the gate? Yeah, we came from east, we went north. I think it's there. I think that's it. Yeah. Can I get a level up before stepping in? I think I can, let's see. Yeah, I'm getting decent amounts of XSP. I can definitely level up before stepping in there with the 5 monsters that we got here. Ooh. Oh, it's not a boss floor. It's one of these annoying just go through the motions floor. The entire dungeon is go through the motions. Stop giving me these stupid floors. Give me a proper boss. Okay, this guy had damage reflect and actually had me scared compared to an actual boss. I don't want that. Don't want damage reflect. First. I really feel like the fog is a lot thicker in this one compared to the regular floors. I really can't see far. You see the pop-in? It's just way too close. They usually fade in and I would be able to see them right now. They wouldn't just pop in. Interesting. It definitely is. Oh, they don't need twists like that. No. No, that is just... It's making a terrible concept even worse. What is this? Why is the console here where the exit crystal is not? Okay, let's go east. Did that exit just pop in? Yeah, okay. I like briefly saw something on the edge of my vision. Okay, fine. We will back out to get that save point. Then we're gonna go back in and I'll find a proper named monster, hard named monster. Hey there, Aiden, welcome. I hope you're wrong on that one, Ark. That sounds like pain. This actually looks pretty damn good. Let's see. Oh, but I have SSC increases here. But the stats are so much better. Wait, where did it go? Is my inventory full that it all goes to my storage? Rip. Okay, yeah, everything's going to my storage. Next time. Okay, we leave here, get the save point, and we back in and destroy a hard named monster. First one we come across. What are the main antagonists of Unital Ring? It's kind of hard to say because the story is so big that we can't exactly estimate who the real main antagonist is going to be. But for now, for the Unital Ring side, it was Shikimi Kamura, who is assumed to be Kuroikime's biological mother. Is it biological? The concepts are switched there. In Axel World. Still not confirmed, but that's a general thing. And she is fading into the Underworld side as well. And on the Underworld side, it seems like we have the Emperor, was it the Western Emperor? Westeroth? Should be Westeroth, yeah. The Westeroth Emperor lineage coming back in the form of a rebellion. But it seems like it is Kamura Shikimi who is instigating all of the issues there. So Shikimi for now stands as the top villain that we have, but we don't know if she is the actual main antagonist or if she's just a hurdle along the path. Why do you have green and purple gear in your inventory? I mean, come on. I'm pretty sure Night Mail is the... yeah, the starter Kirito outfit. That's why I'm keeping it, just for its visuals. It is on purpose. I am keeping the original Blackwing coat because it is the original Blackwing coat, and I'm keeping the Ordinal Scale outfit because it is the Ordinal Scale outfit. You know, I have stupid reasons. I'm not ashamed of them. Is United Learning actually going somewhere? It is going somewhere. I don't think anyone knows where it's going. That's more of a problem. Come on, give me a named monster. We're in the golem floor as well. If the named monsters also follow the floor theme, this is actually going to be painful. They are so tanky. I don't want it to take too long until I find an H&M, because then the stakes are higher. I'm going to be losing more stuff. Yeah, I'm not necessarily going for floor clearing, but I may just need to clear a couple floors just to come across one of them. Oh, take care, Ark. I was hoping I'd find an H&M before you left. Oh my god, this guy actually hits quite hard. But you have the Visualize Tailor. I never interacted with the Visualize Tailor. The tooltips were so terrible that I couldn't bother. That's my approach to a lot of things in Akuria games. The tutorial seems absolutely unintelligible, so I am not going to bother with this specific mechanic. That's my approach. Do Asuna and Kirito's armor outfits change in the latest United Ring arc? They have multiple outfits for different worlds, so the answer is yes, I guess. And within some of those worlds, they do change up as well. Yeah, you'll get to see them in a couple different outfits. That is definitely the case. God damn it. I just started this game. Any tips I should know the game doesn't tell you, maybe? The game tells you a lot of things, but it doesn't tell you them to you in understandable or digestible ways. The main thing you should know is Skill Connect. That is the best thing you have in this game. You can see I'm chaining attacks back to back to back to back to back. If you played things like Alicization Licorice, there are better explanations there, so you may have gotten used to the concept. It's basically chaining skills back to back to back and reads right under my character as I'm doing it. I get an increasing damage multiplier every time I chain more skills. So that is going to be your main way. See, 2-hit combo, 110%. And it scales up quite high, and that is pretty much the best way to deal damage. Aside from that, work on the EX skills. Fusions are probably going to be out of your reach until DLC. there anything there? Oh yeah, that's basically it. That's literally the most important thing, the skill chain. You look like rain. To be frank, at the moment I am not the best person to give suggestions like that as well. Last I played was 6, maybe 7 years ago. So it's been quite a while, I am not in top shape. But yeah, things like skill chains you absolutely cannot ignore. Incredibly huge benefits. I think we're going up floors. I really do not intend to keep climbing for long. I'm literally just searching for a hard named monster to see if I can take them down, which the answer is probably no. Somebody keeps messaging me on WhatsApp. Oh, it's Nick. Oh my god, Napoli fans, come on. Oh, Italians, man. I love Italians. So similar to Turkish people, we really get along well. Hey there, Fizzle. Doing good, how about you? Are they gonna make a new SAO mobile game? Recently, a new trademark was filed, Sword Online Echoes of Aincrad. I made a video about it on the channel. I expect it to be the next SAO mobile game, but it is my expectation we have no actual information about it, and if it's a mobile game, we will not have any information about it for at least another year. But the circumstances are very similar as to how we learned about Variant Showdown a year before its official announcement. So I'm thinking yes, it is a new SAO mobile game. How do you know if someone is good? That's a huge question, isn't it? Can you put some walls on it so that it narrows down its focus? What do you exactly mean if someone is good? Like if someone is good at heart? Someone good at tolerization? Is the multiplayer hard for this game? Co-op multiplayer is... Please get stunned. No, I missed him. Left. I mean, I'm not the right person to ask that question. I usually got carried when playing multiplayer, because I was streaming every single time I was playing multiplayer in this game. PvE co-op is quite fine. It's a bit cumbersome. Similar to all the other Akuria games, because you need to move as a pack, you can't freely move around, and then you need to wait for other people to come to the same transition zone, etc. Has a lot of cumbersome things. Not sure if duel is multiplayer in this game. The duel mode was quite clunky from what I remember. We are not coming across any named monsters for some reason, and that is annoying because it's been 2.5 hours now and I'm genuinely getting tired. I still need to cook every single time. I plan these streams around just streaming, being done with it, cooking and eating something before it's midnight, and every single time I start cooking at midnight instead. It's not good for my health to eat past midnight, you know? You shouldn't eat past midnight. Integral Factor is still pulling better numbers than Variant Showdown. I would not count that game out. You see that is the first area you're talking about, right? There is a quest boss at the very beginning, the very large tree. Yeah, early game fighting bosses can be quite hard in the game. Once you have OP equipment and have farmed enough, things get significantly easier. If you're early on in the game and are trying to take down that huge giant boss enemy, you are going to have a hard time. Still no named monsters? I really don't want to go up to 150. How's the story in Variant Showdown? I want to play it more, but my phone isn't strong enough. The story is fine. I think the story rewrite has done wonders. The problem is the story release cadence is still so slow. Like, we're getting 3 minutes of dialogue once a month. I can't. But the game obviously needs the events and their event stories, because if you check the third-party trackers, you can see the effects of every single time a new event arrives with a new banner. I mean, chances are they can achieve the same effect without an event and just focusing on the main campaign. Because it's the banners that pull people, not necessarily the events. But I feel like they believe they found a good format to follow, and they're just sticking to it. They don't want to take risks. If someone is good, could they start the game level 1 gear and defeat it? I hardly doubt it. The entire power you get in most of Akuria's games, they are stat related, they are not level related, so you need proper gear to power up. It seems we're going for floor 150. I am annoyed by that fact, but it seems like that's what's happening. We got corridor key. I see the exit crystal. Is it there? Yeah, I found the exit crystal. $144. I'm gonna speed through the floors. God damn it. It staggered me. Okay, that is a lot of level ups. Okay, that's our exit crystal, so we need to go the other way. There's also a chest on that side. That hopefully has our key. I'll go that way because I think that chest can have it. Why not? I need to get lucky at some point. Come on, give me the key next to the exit door. Yes! 145, let's go. Do you ever watch SAO AMVs? No, I do not. I either listen to the actual openings and endings, or just listen to the song. I don't look at AMVs. Oh, we immediately got the key. I'll take it. I just don't know where the exit crystal is. Don't escape, there we go. Now can I see the crystal? I don't see it. So, east we go. Congrats for level up. Thank you. Oh, there's the crystal. Perfect. It's very easy to level up in the endless dungeon. Especially when every single enemy is above your level. That's how Akuria games work. Okay, let's see, the crystal is that way. That is north. Okay, we go south first this time around. Oh, is that a named monster or is that a lever? I think that's a lever. Ay. There are them extremely hard enemies when you need them. Okay, this was the fourth switch. Which means we are not gonna bother with the switches. Nothing here, we go back. That is not the key we're looking for, and at the end of this we have the crystal, so I am going to go the other way. Until we get the key, we can't go that way. There is my key. Let's go. Actually, I do want to defeat that mini-boss. Easy. Now we go to the gate. We're probably gonna finish the entire 10 floors without finding a hard named monster. Which is annoying because I literally didn't wrap the stream up just to fight a single hard named monster and probably die along the way. That was my plan. Instead, we're actually clearing up to floor 150. If I start finding hard-named monsters on 149, I am actually not gonna challenge it. I would rather clear 150 at that point. There's a hard-named monster right above me. And I'm like, what is this floor? 147? 148? And that sword, the sword types do so much damage. That is going to destroy me. I can't. We're clearing floor 150. I can't take on that anymore. We're too far in. Too much time's gonna be wasted if I try. Okay, we got the key. The exit is over there. Let's try going this way. It can be both ways. We may need to backtrack the entire thing. Okay, we're on the right path. Perfect. Okay, 148. Do you think Integral Factor's story will end after chapter 2 is finished? It depends on when the story finishes. It all depends on the financials. Because it is a mobile game. And it's completely based on what the revenues say. Okay, we continue up north. This is floor 148, right? One last question, if you don't mind. How does your affiliate links work? You make a cut of the sales that way? If you're referring to the Amazon affiliate links that I keep running, yes, I do earn like... I think it's 5%, which comes down to like 15 cents per light novel. 15 to 20 cents per light novel. But yeah, if you grab something through my affiliate links, I do get a very small commission. So if you're getting any Sword Art Online light novels, please use my affiliate links. It helps a lot. It's very small, but on a community level it can help. It doesn't lately because Yam Press has caught up, so the release cadence has incredibly slowed down. But yeah, back during when Illustration Anime was airing, or during the when Platinum Collector's Edition was still in stock, they were a decent part of how I kept my channel alive at the time. Incredibly helpful. Oh, thank you. Just be careful depending on where you are. Amazon may have some suboptimal delivery times for Sword Art Online light novels. I think it's particularly an issue in Europe. So if you're in the US or Canada, you are probably fine. Every single time my Sword Art Online light novels get delayed like 2 or 3 times, up to a month or 2 after their release. It's so annoying. And I would love to not even use Amazon to grab my light novels at that point if Yen Press's review copy requests were a bit more transparent. Like, more often than not, I do not know whether I am getting a review copy or not until I actually have that book in front of me in my postbox. And when I need to read an actual book, 200 something pages, even if it's a light novel, it does take a bit of time. So I need a bit more reliability on that front. I need to know what to expect and plan ahead. That's a complete tangent, but... Okay, there's our exit. We just need to find the key. Is the key? That is not the key! I'm genuinely tired and hungry. Ask me questions to distract me. I would love a sequel to Integral Factor. There won't be a sequel to Integral Factor. If they have room for a sequel, they're just gonna continue Integral Factor as is. It's not often that mobile games get actual sequels, because they'd much rather stay in their already existing ecosystem and keep that rolling. Like, there's no point in having an Integral Factor 2 when you can just add chapters. It's very similar to how you don't need an FGO 2. You just add more chapters to Fate Grand Order. That's it. They are not particularly technologically ambitious games that require an entirely new game. Do you have any favorite SAO light novels? Of course I do. Side story light novels are generally my favorites, so that's Sword Online 22, Kiss and Fly, and Volume 8, Early and Late. Aside from that, the first United Ring volume is pretty good, in my opinion, in setting up a brand new stage. The Human Realm portion of the Illustration arc, so Sword Online volumes 9 until... I'll include 14. 14 is still good. The United Ring 6 has really good high points. The problems it has, they're more United Ring related problems rather than book specific. Scared of Deep Night, Progressive Volume 4 is great. Yeah, that covers it. Do you think Integral Factor will move from Aincrad to a different location instead of Aincrad? I don't think it will. The point of Integral Factor is that it is the Aincrad game. Oh, I lost my entire chain there somewhere. And I lost my damage multiplier as well, and I need some healing. Kismel, help me. Charge up. That's its second health bar, right? Not the first one. If it's the first one, this is gonna take long. use all the battle skills. I don't even care what they are. Ah, dodge. An annoying boss, this. Premiere's healing, I can't benefit from that. And that was... oh my god. I'm in danger. Ismail, Premiere, do something. One of you do something. Okay, someone cast a passive healing. Oh, I need to take advantage of, but it's gone. Yeah, we're not looking good right now. I really need to be careful. I do want benefits from that healing. Spam all you can. No, lost that multiplier. Like, I can't break it either. Its attacks are not suitable to break by attacking right after it attacks. You can usually break bosses by doing that. There we go. Oh. That was a challenge, actually. What was volume with Sword Golem and Quinella and so on? Volume 13 and 14. Could just be 14. 13 is dividing, so that's Alice and Kirito climbing up. And it should be ending with the meeting with Integrity Knight Yu-Gi-Oh! So probably 14. When we will get United Learning Anime, click on the video that is right above your comment. There's your answer. I am preemptive with those. A corridor key. A potion. We registered Kismel, and that's the end of this stream. God, I'm tired. Anti-mortality. Do Kismel. Yes. Yes. And we are out. Final chance for oh, Dryalga is here. Hey there, mate. How you doing? Oh, enjoy your new PC, mate. May it live a long life. But yeah, final chance for questions. Otherwise, I'm wrapping stuff up and going to cook some pasta. I haven't done Duolingo in quite some time. Especially with the recent AI admission. I'm just... Nope. I'm done. Did you see my old thread in your Discord about the Gamer's timeline? I have not. I have not visited my own Discord since the hacking incident, just to get things straight. And before that, I haven't been there for like a year or two. Not sure. Basically, I outlined how Hollow Fragment caused everything to happen basically a year later. Why a year later? Would be the first question I would ask. Especially considering Sugo's experiments basically happened within Hollow Fragment, so that's probably a time match to the real canon as well. You can see it that way. I will wait for your answer before running away. More time spent in SAO and Sword Art Origin, being the origin of the seed instead of ALO at the beginning of... You see, the scene is quite muddled in that front. We don't know if GGO was built with the seed at that point. There are a lot of different things that are said here and there that implies, oh, other games exist, like including Shinon's arrival using a Medicuboid. But again, that's just references that keep happening. But yeah, that could easily be interpreted as, hey, the seed just came a year or so later, not the overall events themselves. Quick questions. Any Pokemon from newer gens you like? There's this donut dog that just got introduced in Pokemon Go like a month or two ago. Fido. That is the stupidest thing I have ever seen and I love it. Oh, that is really, really nice. But you gotta define what a newer gen is. I have not played Sword and Shield. I have not played the ones that came after Sword and Shield. Violet and Red? Pink? Crimson? Not Crimson. Close to Crimson. Scarlet! Yeah, did play those. Because they never go on discounts, because they are first party games, and first party games on the Switch or any Nintendo platform for some reason never actually get old and get discounts. Please help me, Nintendo. I wanna buy your games, but I don't wanna spend full price for a game that came out half a decade ago. Jesus. By the way, did you realize that this is Yuki's last birthday? Not in the game, or is it? It isn't. But yeah, that's it. We're wrapping up. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I will see you all tomorrow, actually. We're gonna continue with another 20 floors, not 30 floors. 30 floors today was a mistake, it was not intended. But yeah, I hope to see you all tomorrow around the same time. And yeah, until then, take care, bye bye.